to tonight's Tonic Live. I have a very exciting one for you because we are unboxing Kit 21, which contains something totally new that Tonic have never done before. Super, super exciting. So, before we get to that, of course, a little bit of housekeeping. Welcome if you've never joined us before. We are tonight streaming again on YouTube and on Facebook. We've tweaked a couple of things because I know last week the YouTube one kind of lagged behind a bit and we had to upload it separately. So hopefully we fixed those things. You can let us know if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook how that and we'll continue to improve them for you. Also, we'll be giving 2 Tonic goodie bags away again. So how do you win those? You will need to comment, share all of those amazing things throughout tonight's live and let us know you've done so. Just leave comments. You can chat with us the whole way through. If you have questions, you can leave those too. We've popped links in the video description, so if you're watching on Facebook, sometimes they're above me, sometimes they're below me, sometimes they're to one of the sides. It kind of depends on your device where they pop them. If you are watching on YouTube, they will always be below me. Sometimes you have to touch the little arrow that's in the bottom right hand corner down here, but there will be a link to the new Kit 21. I've popped there a UK and worldwide link, and I have put a US link for you, so you can check those links. I've also put the link to the Woodland Walk that we checked out last week that we did the unboxing for. And also if you are in the UK, Woodland Walk is launching this week. So I popped a link there for you. Keep checking the UK store, it will be coming out. There's also the link to the tools 10% that we have going on. And there's the Easter sale going on. And you can stack that 10% tools on anything that's in the Easter sale. And if you're a Hedgehog Hollow channel member, you can stack that 10% on top of the tool sale and on top of the Easter sale too. More details in one of those descriptions, I'll say somewhere around me if you're on Facebook, underneath me if you're on YouTube. Now the only exclusion to that 10% off is on the kits, not valid off kits because the kit already has tons of value packed into it. Anyway. That's tonight's housekeeping, but we'll give away 2 goodie bags at the end of tonight's show. Comment, share, all of those usual things, and let us know you've done so. So let's see who is joining us this evening. Lots of you already. Terry is here. Greg is, of course, here. Karen from our design team. Heidi, Denise, Jenny from our design team as well. Diana, Jacqueline, Michelle, Jane is here in Ohio, and I can see there are tons of you joining us on YouTube. I need to pick the right mouse up. I'm going to do that all evening, otherwise I can see this coming. Edie just joined us as a member as well. Super exciting. Dee and Jeanette and Cindy and tons of our members. Let's give our members a shout out because otherwise I'm going to be here all evening reading out the names. So we have Cap and Melody and Carlene. Tina, Dee is here. Laurie. And apparently they've got snow in Wisconsin, about 5 inches. Well, luckily we had a really lovely day. Tilly was having a picnic lunch outside today. Anne and Amy. Amy's in Michigan. She said it started snowing there too. Well, I'm hoping it doesn't make its way down to Ohio. Michelle is here too. Lots and lots of you joining us. The Covert Crafter from Youngstown is here. Well, that's super close to us. So lots and lots of you joining us. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. So I hope you're all having a great day. Let's dive in to Kit 21. So if you don't know about the Tonic craft kits, they come out once a month. We do an unboxing here on YouTube. They're available in the UK and the UK ones ship worldwide. So if you are outside of the US, where we are based, despite this very convincing Cleveland accent that we have, you can use the UK link to shop worldwide, or you can use the US link. And I put both links in those video descriptions. Again, check depending on what platform you're watching. And then you can order those. This kit will ship the first week of May. I have to think what month we're in. So this kit will ship the first week of May to you. The previous kit has just shipped, and that was the sampling of the Woodland Walk release. And then we unbox them here round about the second Wednesday of every month. You'll find there's an unboxing here. And they are jammed packed full of amazing goodies. So let's dive on in. So this is how it will come to you. And this is what it will look like inside. And this time you have some amazing goodies. There's lots of exclusives and there's some new products too. So I'm going to start off with these binders because I always like to show off these because I think this is a fab idea. So this is the binder. In every 4th kit, you get a ring binder to pop these into. So you can see they're pre-punched. So in kit 20, we had our last ring binder, and then you'll get another one in kit 24. It tells you what kit number you are on, so you always know which one this goes with. And then inside of here, it's packed with your stamps, your dies, and in this one we have a stencil too. And I love Tonic stencils, I'll get on to why. So in this one you have this beautiful mosaic stamp here. Isn't that gorgeous? So you have this photopolymer mosaic, and that's going to coordinate with some other elements. You also have this beautiful rose in that top corner there too. So that is included in there too. And then you also have these coordinating dies that go with it. So I'm going to take these out the packaging as well. I'm trying to read all of these comments. Tons and tons of you joining us. I think we have a record number joining us this evening. So then you have these corner elements here. So then you have this one, which is like a cathedral window style. So you have this corner element here. And then you have this corner element. I'm just going to trying to peel this off the backing. And then you have this corner element. So you can see kind of the theme that they're going with. And then you have a double word die, and you know I'm all about these double word dies. I'm going to peel these two apart. So this one here says, have a lovely day. So this one here is the have a lovely day. I should have cut this one out beforehand. But these kits literally just landed with me, so I haven't had them very long. So you have a lovely day, and then you have the outer piece. So then you have your outer for the have a lovely day, like this. So you can mat that. So you have your individual words, and then you can mat it on a nice outline piece. And then on top of that, so we've got our stamps, we have some dies, and now you have even more dies coming. Open these up. And then you have a beautiful rose corner piece that coordinates perfectly with that stamp that I showed you. And then you have another scroll piece. So this one here, you can see you've got leaves in here, you've got flower work. You're also going to get some embossed details. So if I turn this over, you can see there kind of the patterns that you're going to end up with in that die. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? And so you've got that lovely straight edge. So you can do these on the corner of scrapbook pages, on the corner of cards. And then you have another word die in here. This one says, wishing you a, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I know what it feels like when I'm trying to read your handwriting.
Thanks, Greg. Wishing you all the best. There you go. And again, you have a 2-piece. Trying to read it upside down and back to front is not that easy. And so again, you have a wonderful 2-piece on there. So wishing you all the best. So that matches with that one. And then you have a little flower and another little flower. So you have 2 more dies in there too. And then on top of that, you also have your Tonic Craft Kit sticker. And then you have a stencil. And I love my Tonic stencils. If you've watched any of my videos using Tonic stencils, they're a really nice, thick mylar material. But they also have this tab on the bottom. So when you are crafting and you go away with your stencil and you do all your dabbing and everything, sometimes it's really hard to pick up a stencil. But the Tonic Studio stencil has this little tab at the bottom. So you're finished going and then it has this tab. You just pick it up and off you go. It's a really great design that they have. I'm going to pop it on top of this brown cardstock so you can see the design. nice and easily with the camera there. But you've got these beautiful hearts with these dots, and then you have a lovely triangular geometric pattern on there. And I'll leave these on there so Greg can slowly go over them. But all of these, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dies in your kit this month, 2 stamps, and that stencil as well. So much value in there as well. Someone says, can I buy the binder? See, I picked up the wrong mouse again. Someone says, can I buy the binder separate? You can't. The binders only come in every 4th kit. So they do not. Someone else says, you need a mirror to read that die. I'm slowly getting there that I can read dies back to front. Lots of you chatting between yourselves, which is great. I love when I see you chatting between yourselves and chatting craft as well. Do I do live crafting on YouTube with the Tronic Craft Kit? Do you know what I haven't done recently? Some great ones to watch is sign up for the Tonic newsletter. Tonic send out tons of newsletters around craft kit time with lots of videos, crafters that they have. BB Cameron is a great one to follow. And now there's the Tonic, tonicstudiosblog.com. They will have tons and tons of things on there for you as well. So there's that too. So there's those. Trying to answer your questions. Someone says our accent sounds very British. No, it's definitely a Cleveland accent. That's what I keep telling people. People keep asking me.
We're British.
I know. So when I do the discount code, it doesn't seem to show up. What discount code are you trying to use, Amy? I can try and help you. If you have a kit in your cart, it will not work. It just throws a discount code out. You have to check out separately with the kit because the kit is excluded. Kit ships separately to everything else. Susan says she's not convinced. Hi, Eileen. Eileen Hull is watching too. Terry says, Greg, can you zoom in? What would you like Greg to zoom in on?
I think I did. I think I panned around the wall afterwards.
So that's on there as well. If you are looking to buy the kit, links, as I say, are in the video description. I link up the UK and worldwide. So UK and worldwide is the same link. And then the US link is on there for you as well. Now, what else do you have in here? You have some gilding flakes. So you also have gilding flakes to try. And I think they would be gorgeous, whether you want to, if you maybe gilded, you see how these kind of have this cool edge to them? They're kind of like a distressed edge. Wouldn't it be cool to use some adhesive paper or maybe use your Smooth Precision glue pen with these? Okay, these are going to explode, I can just tell. I'm going to use the bubble wrap to contain them. Don't sneeze, Greg. So you've got your gilding flakes, but I think these would be super cool to like ink and then add a bit of Smooth Precision pen and add gilding flakes in. And gilding flakes are amazing. If you've never played with gilding flakes, Greg will know I love my gilding flakes. So they're just really thin pieces of gold leaf. And what you do, you can put down a little bit of a Smooth Precision pen. You can put down a small piece of adhesive. There are tons and tons of ways to use them. In fact, I can show you. Greg, can you grab a piece of white cardstock for me? If you grab, you can either use something like the Smooth Precision big pen. You can use the Smooth Precision small pens. You can use your tape runners. So you can just take something like your Nuvo tape runner, or you can take your big glue pen. You can also write. So you could write hello. You can put that Smooth Precision glue pen on your stamps and stamp with it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to wait for it to go slightly tacky. So I'm not going to go on that hello yet. But this is on the tape runner that I put down first. And you're then going to want, Greg's looking at me going, oh God, Alex, you didn't put anything down. And then you're going to start putting your gilding flakes down. And you can see a little bit goes a really long way. I don't know if this is dry enough on my hello, but I'm going to give it a go. I may wreck my hello, but we'll see. Oh, no, it's dry. And then normally they come in a really big pot, but I'm not going to show you my big pots because my shelves are a mess. Greg's not going to show you my shells because they're a mess. Greg, don't do that. No! He's mean.
They're up there.
But they normally come in big pots, and you can get them in silver, gold, and copper. And you can create some really fun mixes. And then you're going to burnish, and you're going to put it on the floor or the bin. And then you can create really pretty things like this. So you can see there some really fun effects like that. So the sample you've got is in gold, but they come in gold, silver, and copper. So I think that's a really cool thing to do. But you could also cut your dies. And earlier on I had some adhesive sheets here, which I threw off to the side. She says, here they are. So these are the Tonic adhesive sheets. You can get these on the Tonic website, and you can use your Hedgehog Hollow 10% Channel Perks coupon. Again, link is in the video description. So this is just double-sided adhesive. I don't know if I can do this with my...
We just hit 100 viewers on YouTube.
Oh, yay!
And 32 on Facebook.
So I can't do this with my nails. Normally I use my craft pick. Oh, my tweezers are here though. See, now Greg knows how to craft. He can grab everything. So this is double-sided adhesive that you can die cut. So what you could do is you could take your dies that are in your kit and you could die cut this, then put it onto your cardstock, or put this onto your cardstock and then die cut it, depending on the effect you wanted to do. And then you could add your gilding flakes to it afterwards, and you would then have this pattern gilded on your paper. And I think that would look really cool, particularly with this kind of funky edge that it's got that's all kind of distressed. That's the effect I was going for anyway. Can you put the excess back into your pot afterwards? Yes, absolutely. One of the things you can do, and a lot of people do, particularly with the big pots, is to keep them in Tupperware jars, and that's a way better idea. I just keep mine in the Nuvo pots because I do stuff for Tonic and the branding was important, but I think putting them in Tupperware pots is a much better idea. So that's my top tip for gilding flakes. You are also going to get an embellishment mousse in here, and I'm going to open this one up. So in here you have embellishment mousse in it says Cosmic Brown. This doesn't look like Cosmic Brown. This looks more like Cosmic Blue. I'm going with Cosmic Blue. Do you think that's Cosmic Brown?
Looks pretty blue to me.
I don't think it's Cosmic Brown. I think it's supposed to say Cosmic Blue. It's a very pretty blue indeed. So again, and you're going to get a brush. So this is the double-ended Nuvo brush, and you all know I love these. They've just been slightly redesigned with the new kind of Nuvo branding and things on here. And I love these brushes. So again, tips about working with mousse. Never, ever, 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 ever put your finger in your mousse. Ever. No, I smeared it around the edge because I got my pick in there when I took the, what's the stuff? Foil off. I got it off of that.
Okay.
Don't ever put your finger in there. If you put your finger in there, you will introduce bacteria into your pot and you'll never get it back out again. Also, please never, ever, 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 ever spray water into your pots. Whatever technique you want to do, grab a spatula, grab a toothpick, grab a micro brush, grab anything. And grab some out, pop it onto your Easy Clean mat, pop it onto your Tim Holtz, and you will find your mousses will then last you forever. But grab your craft spoons, grab your media spatulas, grab some out, grab yourself an Easy Clean mat, big size, small size, whatever you want. Then you can add your light mist bottle to it. Then you can add your, look at Greg, he's grabbing cardstock, he's grabbing spatulas,
Only
he's
because
grabbing
you haven't
craft
prepped
spoons.
properly.
Well, I wasn't intending on demoing it, I was just going to get it out of the box. You can grab everything. And then you can do whatever technique you want. You can smear it on. You can pop it through your stencil. You can give it back to Greg to wash. You can pick it up with your brush and pop it through your stencil like this. And then grab your tab. And then you can see it comes out like that. So those are the kind of things that you can do. So someone says, Super Greg for the win, Michelle says. So
I like Michelle.
And embellishment mousse is awesome. I recently did a video on embellishment mousse, and you can check that out on the Hedgehog Hollow YouTube channel. And I showed you tons of different ways to use it. You can use it for splatters. You can make your own metallic watercolors. You can use it as a paste. You can use it on brushes. You can use it with a spatula. With a spatula. You can use it in just so many different ways. It's a really versatile medium. Go check that video out. It was a guest post I did for Ellen Hudson for Tonic. And there are a million different things you can do with this little pot. You will be impressed how versatile it is. Yes, you can wash the brushes and then you can use them for a million different things. You can blend ink with them. They're great for working with your distress inks, your hybrid inks, your dye inks, your oxides, all those kinds of things. Tons and tons of things you can do with them. And I'm going to add this to Greg's washing pile for afterwards.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, I'm just going to move my dyes out the way too. Yeah. Okay. Let's create some more space. So what questions do we have? How often do I clean the brush? So if I'm using embellishment mousse, I will ask Greg to clean my brushes after every video because Greg is the washer-upper. I cook, he cleans. I craft, he cleans.
Do you never cook?
I do cook.
When was the last time you cooked?
Last week.
Right.
It's only because I've been ill. I had an operation this week. Gosh. Anyway, if I'm going to use embellishment mousse, then I would clean them after every use because otherwise they go thick and crusty. If I'm going to do things like ink blending, never wash them. If you're going to, the only caveat I'm going to put on that is if you use distress inks and distress oxides, particularly, can I have the brush back for a second, please? I have one brush per color family. So I have a pink brush, I have a red brush, I have a light blue brush, dark blue brush, light green, dark green, etc. And then what I do is I have a sticker, take my P-Touch, and I have one end for oxide and I have one end for my distress. The reason is the same with your Nuvo blending tools. You never want to mix your oxide blending tool with your distress blending tool because if you contaminate the oxide, if you use your distress ink with your oxide, it doesn't matter. But if you use your oxide with your distress ink, it does matter because it contaminates your ink pads. So what I suggest you do is you have one per color family and then you mark it oxide and distress. And then you never have to wash them. You probably need about then 10 to 12 of them and then you'll have one for every color family. You maybe wash them once a year if you're me, maybe never. And just mark them up each end. So that's my tip and that's how often we clean them. So that should answer those questions. Jenny's hopped over to YouTube too. And I'm going to do that. I'm also going to make sure I'm answering all of your questions over on Facebook. So I'm trying to keep all of your questions. You're also going to get a Poppy Red Hybrid Ink Cube. This is awesome because it's hybrid ink. So you all know how much I love my hybrid inks. It means you can use it when you paint with your embellishment mousse. It means when you use your Nuvo Gilding Flakes, it's not going to run. It means when you use your alcohol markers from a couple of kits ago, you can use it with those. When you use your liquid watercolors, you can use this too. You can use it for everything. You can also use your brush to ink blend with it. So you can do that and pop it through that stencil that's in your kit. So you can do everything with that hybrid ink cube that's in your kit, and it's a really pretty poppy red colour. I'm going to just smear a bit on a piece of paper for you, if I can open it. Oh, it's got a seal on it. But you can see here, you've got a really pretty bright red, and it goes actually really beautifully with that gold leaf too. Oh, the other thing I should mention is when you're working with the gold leaf, if you haven't got surface sweep, you really should get one, because all of those little bits, if I take my surface sweep over them, do you see how the surface sweep just takes off all of those little bits my finger didn't get off? And it just gives me that nice little fine extra details. So, top tip for working with gilding flakes is grab a surface sweep. And then Greg's surface now has gilding flakes on it. Sorry. I wish you could see his face right now.
Mm-hmm.
Deanna said she didn't know you could contaminate your distress pads. Yes, if you have distress pads, distress oxide pads, Rangers say do not use the same blending foam for your distress pad and your distress oxide pad. So if you say have wilted violet, don't use the same wilted violet distress blending foamy for your distress oxide wilted violet as your distress wilted violet. If I was to use the one from my distress and my distress oxide, it wouldn't matter. But if I was to use my distress oxide one on my distress pad, that would matter. It's because of the chemical they use for the oxide property would contaminate my regular pad. So try to always keep the two separate. Top tip. So there was that. So best blending brush. If I was going to choose a blending brush out of, and I had every choice in the world out blending tools, what would I choose? I would choose these. I think these are the best blending brushes you can get. These are Tonic, they're Nuvo. They are a little bit on the pricier side, but if you use your Hedgehog Hollow channel perks, link in the description, you get your 10% off, and that 10% off adds up pretty quick across your orders. As I say, the only thing it excludes is your kit, but everything else is included, and we do flash sales, and this would be in your tools. So you could use your tools and it will stack on top of the Easter. So stack everything together and it makes a huge difference. But these are my absolute favorite. If I was going to buy, and I could afford to buy one of these for every color of distress and distress oxide, this is what I would buy. So that's what I would buy if I had the choice. So those are those questions. I'm trying to make sure do I ever put leftover mousse back in the pot? No. Once I take it out the pot, that's it. So I take a little bit out at a time with my media spatula, and I just take as much out as I need, little at a time. Someone says I need to be a crafting chemist. I loved chemistry at school. I would happily have taken a chemistry degree. Wasn't meant to be, but I have my water pot here. And it's black and spotty. Of course. So there's that too. Someone said they really like the dimensions of the dies. I have a ruler. I can give you some approximate dimensions with my nice pink ruler here. These will all fit on an A2 card. I know some of you asked me about that last time. They are just under 5 inches tall, and they're about 2 3/4 inches wide, and they're all roughly the same size. So they will fit on an A2 card. So the next thing you're going to get is a Nuvo Stone Drop. And if you saw my YouTube video the other day on the launch of Stone Drops, I showed you how to make this project that I created at Creativation. And I showed you at Creativation, including the fact you can paint with Nuvo Drops. Now, lots of you were amazed at the fact you could paint with Nuvo Drops. I also made this one at the back here. That is also painted with Nuvo Drops. So I just added dots in here, and there's some painting in the front there, and then there's this one. So this is the one that I made on film, and then I painted with Nuvo Drops in the top here. So you can see here, so you've got the blue that I painted with and the green I painted with, the pink in the top. And then I've just put dots of the Nuvo drop, stone Nuvo drops even in here. So you can do that. So these are stone drops. And the great thing about stone drops is, I don't know how close Greg can get to the top of this, is but they have like a pumice texture when they dry. They have that stony texture. Carrie says, how do you join the Hedgehog Hollow Perks program? Well, that's a very good question. So it depends on your device is the answer. It's a trial thing. It's a trial thing. I'm trying to read the one underneath. But what you do is you either hit if you're on YouTube, you hit next to the subscribe button, there might be a join button depending on your device. You can hit that and then join. Or if you check the video description underneath me, there is a link. It says join the Hedgehog Hollow channel, and then there is a link. You can hit that, and then in a second, if you hit join and you go through all those steps, it will come up that you have joined. So somebody else said, I went to sign up for HH Perks and there was a name, Kelly Smith, on the name line. Is that an example of what I'm showing up with a weird name that is not mine? I don't think so. You might be able to change it, possibly. I don't know.
There have been a few bugs.
There have been a few bugs
that we can't do anything about.
Sometimes you just have to click next and it corrects itself. I know when Dee was doing it, but we eventually got it all sorted when she got through to the other end.
Or just click the join button again and give it another go.
Yeah, sometimes refresh it, try a different browser.
Well, it might be a bug at the time that YouTube have since fixed. Because
Yes.
it's new, it's brand new.
We are beta testers for them, so there are issues. Someone says, where did I find these birdhouses? Joanne's. If you're on YouTube, I know because I'm reading this on YouTube, so if you go to the channel, you will see a picture of these birdhouses. It's a video we put up, and you can, there is a link to them, and you can buy them on Joann's online. I know they still don't have them in a lot of stores, but they are on Joann's online. You can still purchase them. I put the link in the video description, so they are on there too. So the brand of the brushes I showed, these are Tonic brushes. Again, if you hit the link in the video description to the kit, that will take you to the Tonic store via the Hedgehog Hollow link, and let them know that you've come here from tonight's live. They do check whether you're watching tonight's live. They like to know you've been watching, and you can check these out. These are called stencil brushes. You can just search for those in the top there. So that's on there too. So that's on there, and then Carrie managed to hit there. So welcome, Carrie, to the Hedgehog Hollow membership program. I am also doing that. Someone said, could you take a gloved hand to take the mousse out? You could use a gloved hand to take the mousse out too. That would work. So I'm going to pipe out. This is an exclusive colour to the kit. This is called Rusted Iron. So this is not one of the new release colours of Stone Drops. I'm going to pipe some of these out. And Stone Drops are super cool because they really do look like pumice stone. So Dee says, yeah, new member. It's so cool when we get new members. Greg and I said that we get an email and we sit there and we're like, oh, it's so cool, somebody else joined. So you can see that these are just really cool. I think the easiest way to see it is on this pink one. I don't know if Greg, maybe on the butterfly. Can you see on the butterfly there you have like these sandy pieces in it? It really does feel like pumice stone. It has a really, really cool texture to it. But this one you have in the kit, this rusted iron, which is super, super cool. Someone said we lost sound. Greg says not.
I don't think so.
Eileen said, did anybody else lose sound? Okay, so hopefully not. So that's super, super cool too. Can Nuvo be used on any substrate? Some Nuvo can be used on any substrate. So Nuvo drops pretty much can be used on any substrate. So this is obviously non-porous. It's a birdhouse. It's designed to go outside and it's completely dry. I haven't put any glazes. There's no Mod Podge or anything like that on top. You absolutely can. Other people said they do have sound. What's the name of the video with the birdhouse? This video is called the exclusive launch of Nuvo Stone Drops. So if you want to check that out, it's on the channel. But yeah, this is dried completely. It didn't need anything special. I mean, it took a little bit longer to dry because it's non-porous, but you can paint with these. You can do all that kind of stuff. That works really well. Mousses, I'm pretty sure, Karen, I don't know if she's still with us, but I'm sure she will be able to tell you that she uses these embellishment mousses on non-porous surfaces too. So pretty much all Nuvo products will work on non-porous surfaces. I would say always just do a small sample and check it first. But these are mixed media products and they are designed for that. But the next exciting thing I have for you in the kit is washi tape. This is brand new. We've never done washi tape before in the kits. Not that I can remember anyway. I've been doing these kits for quite some time. And we have washi tape. So we have 3 in here. This is called the Blue Night Collection. This is super, super cool. I'm really excited about it. And let's open this one up. See if I can tear this. So if YouTube's being glitchy, we do record this as a proper HD video. I can upload it afterwards. That's what I did last week, just in case. But we have 3 amazing washi tapes. So I'm going to try and start these if I can. So we have Blue Stars. We have this Blue Stripes. And then we have a plain blue. And if, like me, you live under a rock and you never really use washi tape, I probably bought my first washi tape last summer. And the first one I bought was actually the Altenew washi tape. And it's awesome because you can create all sorts of cool backgrounds and you just tear it, which I think is really cool. So you can create some really fun torn backgrounds. It's a paper-based tape, so it's really easy to use. It's great for sealing envelopes. You can just add elements. You can hold dies down. It's great because it's a little bit lower tack, so you can run it through your die cutting machine. You can also die cut this, and you could do this and then use those word dies, and then you could die cut those and create your own pattern papers and things. So all sorts of fun things on there. Tons and tons. Jenny says, Alex, no washi tape. No, Jenny, can you believe I didn't buy washi tape until the summer? It was actually in the making. I went and I bought a roll of the Altenew washi tapes. I didn't own washi tapes until the summer. So I don't need washi tapes. I don't need that stuff. Well, now I have a whole drawer full. I mean, no, I don't, Greg. No, I don't. Oh, Raylene just joined us too. Welcome to the channel too. So we have another new member this evening as well. Jenny said you were saving money. So welcome Raylene to the Hedgehog Hollow channel. I still have one more thing. Can you believe we're still going on the kit? I'm still unpacking things. So my table is like full here and I'm still unpacking things out of this kit. These kits are filled with things. There is so much value inside of these kits. There's tons and tons of things. So you also have a ton of paper. So in the bottom of your kit, you will always find one of these Please Do Not Bend envelopes. And you have all of this in here too.
Melissa says she signed up for the $4.99 Perks program, but she hasn't gone green.
So Dee had this the other day, and it was actually because she signed up with another YouTube account, and she has to switch YouTube accounts when she watches us to go green. So do you have another YouTube? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. We had to find that out with Dee. I don't know. If not, email me and I can look into it. I don't know. I can't look when I'm live, but I can look afterwards for you. support@thehedgehoghollow.com. So we have a ton of papers in here for you too. As you all know, I love these papers, and I'm going to tell you the same things I always tell you about these papers because they're super cool. So we have the gold leather embossed cardstock here, which is a really cool one, and you have the texture on the other side. It's quite a light texture on the other side, so you couldn't do my trick, which you know I'm going to tell you in a moment about too. Jane says she loves washi tape. She has her granddaughter hooked and has quite the collection too. Lots of you loving washi tape. So clearly it's just me that doesn't have washi tape. Oh, and another new member. Hack 1967 too.
Cool.
So another member here. And then we have this wonderful glitter paper. I mean, look how much glitter. And do you know what's awesome about this glitter paper? No shed. So no shed means Greg does not have to clear glitter up off the floor.
I have to clear up anyway. It doesn't make any difference.
Stop being so grumpy.
No.
And then we have the navy blue textured cardstock. And what's cool about this one is, as you probably have heard me say a million times, but for those of you who are new and haven't heard me say this, is you have this texture on one side, but on the other side is no texture. So depending on the effect you want to get with your project, you can turn the paper over depending on your project. So you have texture one side, no texture the other. So I think that's a really neat thing. And the same with this red one that's included, like a reddy clarity burgundy. You have that same option. So I think that's really cool. Susan says she's still trying to figure out what to do with her stash of washi. Maybe I need to do some videos on what to do with washi, because I have a huge stack and I have no idea what to do with it either. So perhaps that's a video, 5 ways to use washi. How to use up your washi collection. Then we have this one here, which has, isn't this gorgeous? Can you see this? It has sort of like flowers and vines embossed into it. Is that picking it up, Greg?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like a copper colour, and then it has that, that's funny. Diana says I only use tonic papers for people I really like. And Melissa's got hers sorted out. She says, now I'm green. So I guess she had to log into a different account. And then this is a pearlized one. So this is like a yellowy cream colour, and it's pearlized. I don't think that is picking the pearlized up so much, but it does have a glittery sheen to it. Okay, and now is my preach time, because this is my favourite type of tonic paper. So these are handmade cotton papers. So you have a blue one with like a broderie anglais, and then you have this one, which always reminds me of like a flame going through it. I'm going to turn it this way. I can't remember what they actually call it. But this is like a gold with a flame running through it. But, as you all know, I'm sure by now, for what I'm going to say, is you can turn them over because the texture is on both sides. So when you turn it over, you can rub mousse into it. You can rub your sprays into it. You can paint your Nouveau drops onto it. You can brush your inks into it. You can colour it with anything you want. Spray it, brush it, rub it with stuff, put gilding flakes on it, anything you want. Because you can then turn this pattern, which you love, into any colour to match any project. So that's the great thing about the handmade cotton papers, is they are so customizable. And that's why I rave about them every single month, in every single kit, in every single trend, because I love the fact they're double-sided and that you can turn them into any colour that you like. Apparently the Facebook feed is a bit glitchy this evening too, so I don't know what's going on with that. Perhaps Spectrum is not having a good evening, so I don't know. But tons and tons of things in there. So you have your handmade papers in tonight's kit, in this month's kit. You have the custom colour stone drops. You have hybrid ink cubes. You have embellishment mousse, not in brown but in blue. You have gilding flakes. You have your sticker. You have exclusive washi tape, which we've never done before. You have a ton of stamps and dies. I'm just going to pile them all on top of my folder here.
Another new member.
Oh, welcome to Furniture, Happenstance Furniture and Sundries.
Cool.
Hopefully I said that right. Welcome. So cool. I love it when I get all these emails. It's so cool during the day. Greg's at work and I send him a quick text like, we got another new member. I'm sure he's probably in some really important meeting. He probably didn't need to know that at the time. You also get a brush and you get a really cool stencil. And as I say, the tonic stencils are super cool. Go and check out their other stencils because I really like the fact they put this little tab on the bottom. I think it's really, really well thought out. Yes, Greg?
You've got... got blending stuff all over my laptop.
It's not blending stuff, it's gilding flakes. You have real gold on your surface. I bet Microsoft don't even make a real gold surface. I think I might be in trouble.
You think?
So you get all of that in your kit. They're $39.99. You can sign up for monthly or quarterly. And if you sign up for quarterly, the shipping is slightly cheaper. As I say, there are links in the video description below, beside all of that stuff if you're on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, hit the arrow in the bottom right-hand corner. There's links there. If you're worldwide or in the UK, there's a link for you. Or if you're in the US, there's a link for you. I also linked out the Tonic Tool sale. And if you're shopping on the Tonic website, don't forget, you can get 10% off every single day if you're part of that Hedgehog Hollows Perks program. And that costs $4.99 a month. So if your order at Tonic Studios is over $49.99, it's worth signing up to our Perks program because you would instantly save back everything. And it's not just Tonic there, there's tons of other companies. If you want to learn more, hop on over to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be adding more things on there, but there's tons of other stuff going on. Anyway, we'll be back very soon. Join me next week, 8 p.m. Eastern, of course, over on the Tonic Studios Facebook page and on the Hedgehog Hollow YouTube channel. You know where to find us. Oh, giveaways. We have 2 giveaways to do as well. Oh, and we have a top tip for using up washi. I use washi for layering instead of using cardstock, especially if I want a glittery one. There we go. Top tip from a washi user. So let's pick our Facebook winner. So I'm going to load up all the comments. Greg, do you want to pick a YouTube one while I'm doing this? So our Facebook winner is Sandy Glover. Congratulations, Sandy. Send us a message with your snail mail address so I can send you out a goodie bag. And our YouTube winner, Greg, is...
Are you doing it?
No, I said Greg.
Oh, I landed somewhere and then you need to browse around right in the middle there. And do what you do.
Do what you do. And our YouTube winner is Kim Potts. So congratulations, Kim. Again, send us your snail mail information so we can send you a Tonic goodie bag. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. We will, of course, be going live as normal on Saturday on the Hedgehog Hollow YouTube channel. We've got fun things going on there. And then we'll be back 8 p.m. Eastern next Wednesday for our regular Tonic Live. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'm going to grab the right mouse this time. And I will see you again very soon. So don't forget to order your Tonic kit. They do sell out every single month really quickly. So if you want to grab this one, there's tons of exclusives in there. And all the stamps and dies are never released outside of that. All the drops or all those kinds of things, washi tapes, they will be just exclusive to this kit. So if you want to get your hands on them, grab those links in the video description and hop on over and order. I'll see you again soon. Bye.